This is how we do it where I come from. This is how we do it where I come from.
Hello, everyone. How's everyone doing? Get your fucking drinks. Sit down.
And the sounds, what is screaming now?
Come on, guys, you're killing me. Thank you. God, I love that. My name in big flashing letters. Now I'm preparing for this. Oh shit, hold on.
Brock,
God? Is that you?
this is God.
Oh hey man, what's up? You're on speaker.
You know, like God.
Yeah, we know it's you, you don't have to show off.
Brock,
Yes, what? Why is your voice just a slowed down version of
you
mine?
know this show doesn't have the budget for voice actors. Don't sass me. I know what you do late at night in the bathroom with those JCPenney catalogs.
Not cool, God. Not cool. What do you need? I have a comedy show to
I
do.
just feel like we don't talk anymore, since you're such a big star now or whatever.
It's not like that. These people paid to be here. I can't talk right now. I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Don't let me interrupt. I'm just God after all.
Don't be like that. They paid money to be here, so I have to entertain.
Money?
Yes.
How much money?
$10.
$10? What the fuck? To see you?
What is that supposed to mean?
Well, in that case, Brock, make them laugh.
I will.
It is your divine duty.
Don't say duty, that's gross.
Also, they paid you $10 fucking. Make them laugh.
I will.
Brock,
I will.
make them laugh.
I will, God. I will make them laugh. In fact, I think I'm gonna put on the best fucking comedy show that Dickinson has ever seen. Oh, it's gonna get fucking crazy tonight, I promise you. Everyone give it up for Tori. It was a year ago, I said, whose dick do I have to suck to get a comedy show going around here? And it was Tori Barnum that proudly stood up and said, hi. Steph Perkins, I could not have done this without you. You were with me the whole way. We have Vlad from Blue Multimedia here, recording this for the whole world to see. Now when I first talked to Vlad, the first thing I said was, I can never fucking afford you. And he said, I don't care. We're just gonna make something great. And we're gonna turn Dickinson into a fun place for once. You guys are here. They said stand-up comedy wouldn't work at Dickinson, but we sold the fuck out tonight. Oh, I love this power. Let's do a wave. Over here. Come on. Start. Oh, yeah. Oh, shit. I'm drunk on this power. But first, a little bit more about me and where I came from.
Well, here she is, my childhood home, right here on 5th Avenue Southwest in Dickinson, North Dakota. Let's take a look inside, shall we? Ouch! Ow, motherfucker! God! Oh, God. Oh, that hurts. Oh, shit. Ow. Oh, you piece of shit. I hate this one.
Now I know you're all very starstruck. Settle down. But some of you may be wondering, just how starstruck should I be right now? I'm gonna tell you in a little segment called Dropping Names and Taking Names. This was drawn for me by my group therapy mates in the hospital when I secretly admitted to them that I always wanted to try stand-up comedy, and they made me promise that I would do it when I left. And that's how I got into it, honestly. But I was no stranger to fame. I was already hashtag Dickinson famous before I started stand-up. I was someone's phone. Was it you?
No, sir.
That's what I thought. I'm trying to show off here.
Nobody likes to show off.
Now, before I was Dickinson's premier stand-up comedian, I was also its coolest musician and the soccer guy. So, here's me crushing it with a soccer ball to a song that I wrote, recorded, and performed myself in a video that I shot and edited myself. Enjoy. Ladies, is everyone in love? Guys, envious yet? That's fine, I can keep going. Bring it to this man, Mr. Greg LeMond. First North American to win the Tour de France, which he did 3 times. And now currently the only North American to still hold the title. After cycling, he went on to really reinvent the whole sport of cycling. The modern bike wouldn't look the way it does without Greg. And
Holy shit.
Yep, happens to be a good friend of mine.
This is Greg LeMond, 3-time Tour de France winner and friend of Brock Anderson from North Dakota. Love the guy, he's the best comedian I know. You gotta stand, be there or be square.
You heard it, you heard it. Woo! Best comedian I know, Greg LeMond, Tour de France winner. And this guy knows some funny people. Let's focus on this. He's the best comedian I know. You all heard it. You all heard it. Roll the tape.
Done, 2 weeks going across like continents and stuff like that.
No, I'm not that serious.
Oh, really? I thought, didn't you train with like the guy who won the Tour de France, Greg LeMond or something like that, and like rode with him for a little bit?
Yeah, I rode with him one time, and I used to ride with Lance in the old days.
Oh, really?
I think you know where I'm going with this. Am I saying I'm a better comedian than Robin Williams? No. Greg said it for me. Rest in peace. Still not convinced? Still not starstruck yet? That's fine, I can keep going. Now I want to talk about 2 things. The 2 things that have shaped the landscape of civilization more than anything. Cupcakes and war. And cupcake wars. Now, many lives were lost in the great cupcake wars, but one hero emerged to save all of humanity, like John Connor from The Terminator. This girl
Audrey Hermes. Not only a skilled baker, but a merciless killing machine. Some say she knew over 100 ways to kill a man with a spatula. Others say she could single-handedly turn an enemy outpost into a pile of bleeding corpses before the oven even preheated. No one knows, it's all myth. Oh, what's this? Grade school sweethearts. Yeah. Let's just take care of the elephant in the room here. I am not wearing that hat ironically. That was the style. It looked cool, I promise. Still does look cool if you ask me. Now, after high school, I went to an artsy college in the city, and believe it or not, that is me with a young Jennifer Lawrence. Okay, so she looks a lot like Jennifer Lawrence, but let's just round up and say I pretty much won the Hunger Games. Photographic proof. You can all see it, no disputing that. Hunger Games won, you're welcome. All right. Now that everyone's aware of just how hashtag Dickinson famous I am, we can get started.
How do you pronounce that? Is it B-Rock or is it Rock?
It's B-Rock.
It's B-Rock.
It's only 5 letters, dude.
That's way too many fucking letters. B-Rock. Is there an adjective or no? B-Rock. Drew's got a point. B-Rock. B-Rock.
I don't know. Who says B-Rock?
B-Rock.
You're all wrong. It's Brock. All right, so I'm 33 years old. Same age as Jesus.
Before you die.
No big deal. Just saying. Thank you. Bless you. And there's one thing that I know. I fucking hate young people. No story. I fucking hate young people.
Why?
I'll tell you. It's the phones. It's the phones. I daydream about taking all of their phones and putting them on a boat and sinking it in the middle of Lake Patterson. Not really, because that means I'd have to go to Lake Patterson, where I'd probably get a heroin needle stuck in my foot before I can touch the water. But I daydream about it. Every time a girl shows me more than 18 pictures of her cute dog, or someone Snapchats a picture of their food, no one wants to see the food you're about to eat. Every time you snap your food, everyone is just thinking, I hope they choke to death on that food. Young people know it's cool, which is nothing. Nothing impresses them anymore. The original Lion King wasn't good enough, now they need one with real lions or whatever. Fuck you. The original Lion King's just fine. Facebook, I hear, is not cool anymore. Facebook. Yeah, young kids, they don't have Facebook accounts anymore. Leave it to millennials. They finally invent the app that everyone uses to do everything, and a millennial walks by and says, serious? Like, bye. Oh, I'm sorry. I have to add you on Instagram or whatever? What is that? It's an app that lets you post pictures. Okay, then what? What's the great innovation? Well, after you post pictures, people can, like, look at them. Oh, amazing. You mean exactly what we did on Facebook. Minus the everything. It's hot up here.
Take it off. Woo!
You don't deserve it. Need a little bit more before MySpace. Now that was a better time, right? Yeah. If I could just start the internet on fire and go back to MySpace, I'd do it in a second. MySpace, a time when stalking people was a luxury, a gentleman's activity. Now it's a necessity. Girls, if you ever meet a guy that slightly interests you, you go home and you Facebook the fuck out of him. He could be in defeat. He could have a foot fetish. He could collect human feet. What if his dog is cuter than yours? What would you do? What if he's a murderer? Or worse, what if he plays Fortnite? You have to find this out before. And honestly, these days, ladies, you're lucky to find a murderer. I mean, think about it. They're driven, they know what they want, they're organized, they're cool under pressure, everything a girl wants. Maybe a little bit of murder doesn't have to be a deal breaker. You know how you girls like to have your hair pulled a little bit, you know, like to get a little rough, a little spicy in the bedroom. It's like that.
But you don't.
Except murder. We have MySpace. A time before, everyone knew that they were just supposed to lie about how happy they were all the time. Every time I'm on Facebook, I see a picture of someone I hated in high school, married to someone I loved in high school, with 3 beautiful children, on vacation, in a place so tropical, it could only exist in a coconut's dream. Isn't technology amazing? I'll be in the middle of trying to rid my profile of any trace of my ex-fiancé or my failed engagement. But no, I can take a break to look at pictures of you and your perfect family doing yoga with dolphins. Oh, me? Well, my last girlfriend turned gay and I'm 42 minutes sober, thank you. I've Tindered. I guarantee I've swiped half the women in this room one way or the other. I found myself crying in the shower, trying to swipe right on a bar of soap. I've gotten out of said shower and tried to swipe left on my own reflection. You know, romance. Here's what the average Tinder conversation actually looks like. These are real screenshots. Ooh, looks like I matched with Anna. Let's get it out of the way. Are you a robot? Who is going to try and get me to watch a webcam? How is it going on? Fine, I think. You? Why don't you come join me for blah blah blah, I'm very naughty tonight. Ah, goddammit, fuck, love is dead. Look at this hot little thing looking to hook up with me. Oh my god, I'm so bored. No, you're not. Save me, please. Hee hee. You can put 4 D's on the word bored, but you can't take the time to spell out please. Do you have S, type? Friend request me right now, okay? I wouldn't hold the door for you on a bet. Enchanted 366 is my name. Is the fucking D on your keyboard sticking or something? The hatred I feel right now. Oh, love is in the air. Alright, you're gonna get a little bit of skin. My dad and I have a lot of differences, but he was nothing if not classy. And if there's one thing that he ingrained in me so deeply, it's this. You shake someone's fucking hand when you meet them.
Yes, sir.
Hold it.
Am I the only one?
No.
Young people don't do this. They really don't.
No.
They see this hand floating in front of them and they look confused. Like I'm waving a tree branch covered in jelly or something. They don't know what to do. Like, it's the very least you can do to acknowledge the existence of another human being. Just shake their fucking hand. But it requires you to remove one hand from your phone for 1 second, and that's why a young person will never shake your hand. Girls, who wants to make $1?
No.
You raised your hand. Please explain to me, what is a basic bitch? And why is it bad?
If you looked in the dictionary, you would see you. It's only okay because it's wrong.
Nice try. Who can explain to me what a basic bitch is?
Someone with, like, nothing creative about themselves.
Go on. Tell me more. Wait. Wait, say that again.
Leggings, Uggs, pumpkin spice latte.
You guys don't like pumpkin spice lattes or what? Ugg boots and pumpkin spice?
And a Chevy Malibu.
And a Chevy Malibu. Can anyone please explain what a basic bitch is and why it's bad? Someone step up.
She loves chrome macchiatos.
None of you have an answer, do you? You don't. And you know what? Complain about basic bitches all you want, but the opposite of that doesn't seem much better. Like, I don't want some basic run-of-the-mill bitch. I want an overly complicated choir girl or something.
But can I get my dollar?
No. Again, you didn't give me what I needed. I need someone to explain why it's bad to be a basic bitch. Like, I want a girl that donates to charity, but not just any charity. That would just be too basic. Something weird like motorcycles for kids with webbed feet. That way she's not a bitch, but she's also not too simple or basic. Words have to have meaning. How many of you guys have a friend that says something like, I'm going to tell you something, but you have to promise not to tell anyone? You guys have heard that before, right? Do not tell that friend anything. Or maybe you are that friend in your friend group. In which case, I have something to tell you, but you have to promise not to tell anyone. You're a piece of shit. You can't just go around telling people secrets. A promise is supposed to mean something. Basic bitch means nothing. Words mean nothing. And girls, you wonder why we whistle at you and send dick pics. Because words don't mean anything anymore. Why do you think men invented sex dolls? Do you think sex dolls exist because women are great? Think about it. Guys, you're not off the hook. You know why women are so defensive these days? Because you have turned into fucking animals. Honestly. Like, a dick pic. Why? What? How often do people return that message with a, ooh, yeah. Unsolicited dick pics.
Very often.
I don't even need to see a face, just give me an address, I'll be there. No, it doesn't happen. Women have become more defensive and have their guard up because, guys, we suck. Man caves? Are you serious? You mean a room with a TV? Just because you put up 2 football posters doesn't make it a cavern of manliness. Explore the wonder. The majestic cave of manly men. The caves of Def Leppard t-shirts and Dorito crumbs. Oh, this is no ordinary television, but a window into the world of manly men. Fucking testament to your manliness. Why do you feel the need to escape from women? I'll tell you why. Because women, some of the things you do, some of the things you say, some of the things you don't say, have driven us men to insanity. You want us to stop staring at you at the gym? Do you? Stop wearing yoga pants! We cannot not look at that. I'm sorry. Those are God's gift to man, and you know it, but you flaunt them around and expect us not to look. Fuck you. And then if we get caught looking, the goddamn SWAT team comes into the room. It's like, no. You don't want guys to look at you? Wear the sweatpants with the paint stains on them or something like that. You know what you're doing, okay? Guys, learn the proper way to stare. Find a reflective surface, a window, find the angle, okay? You do not stare directly at the yoga pants. Like Medusa of ancient myth, you will turn to stone. Well, parts of you will. But learn, okay? Get the dark sunglasses. Head this way, eyes that way. Learn to stare, okay? Girls, you say things like, I want a guy who knows what he wants. The fuck does that mean? Like you pass up on the guy who can't decide between studying radiology and anesthesiology, but you go for the guy who knows he wants to put dead cats in a mailbox. That guy knows what he wants. Oh, I'm sorry, you don't know which area of law to specialize in? Bye. What do you want to do? I want to put dead cats in a mailbox. My place or yours? Think about the most famous romantic scenes in movie history.
Yes.
John Cusack. Yeah, I know, right? Standing outside the girl's window, boombox above his head. A movie called Say Anything. Nowadays, that movie is called Anything You Say Can and Will Be Used Against You, you fucking pervert. Ryan Gosling climbs a Ferris wheel with his bare hands just to ask a girl on a date. A girl that's been refusing him over and over and over. He won't give up.
The Notebook.
The Notebook. You know what that movie's called these days? The Restraining Order. And that guy's not allowed within 500 feet of a Ferris wheel.
Not wrong, Rock.
I am not wrong. Oh no. We all know how this one ends. She says she'll never let go, and then she immediately lets go. I don't know, this one's just called The Line Bitch and the lack of cruise ship safety code. I don't know. Girls, you may be right. Guys have gotten a little less good over the years, but you made us this way, okay? You made us like this. Also, Minecraft really, really sucks. Nothing to say about that. Which brings me to this man. I want everyone to give it up for my partner in crime. This is Josh Nichols.
Awesome, best comedy show in the universe thing. Like I was a little scared. I was a little apprehensive because, you know, like Brock has a certain level of prestige around here. He has a certain level of kind of notoriety, and you know, I don't know if I can live up to it. And so I asked him straight away. He said, "Hey, Josh, you know, I heard that maybe we might be interested in do this comedy stuff," and I said, "Only if you teach me. You're the master." You know, Brock's having me do stuff that he's like the Mr. Miyagi of comedy. Like he's having me wax on and wax off. I don't know what it means, but I know it's going to make me a better karate fu taekwondo master type person. And so, like for me, like he's having me do stuff like wash his clothes twice. Why twice? I don't know. Like I mean, skip march out first time.
Josh? Who the fuck is Josh?
Yeah, I mean, I do need to lose some weight. Yeah, that's right. I mean, I think that'll make the comedy better if I lose some weight. Hey. No, I'm good. I'm just...
My arm's tired.
Funnier.
Well, airplane food is bad.
Funnier.
Corn nuts, they're neither corns nor nuts.
Funnier.
Ow, it kind of hurts me.
Funnier.
Give me funnier.
Stop. Too funny.
I just
like it. Eat it.
Okay. So I've been working on some new material, and I think Brock's really gonna like it. I mean, he's the best. And he
Josh! I
hungry, you fucking retard?
Coming! Yeah, I'm excited about this weekend. I'm done with my training. Everything's going well. And it reminds me of this whole proverb of how a wise man will plant trees whose shade he'll never sit under, because that's what Brock is doing with me. He's getting me ready for the future. He has just like planted his seed inside of me to grow into something great.
Comedian. Oh no. No, we just fuck a lot. Like a lot.
How am I feeling?
Josh Nichols, everybody.
Brock said he had to suck a lot of dick to get some comedy time. I just had to make that video.
He's way cute, though. He's such a big fan of time.
So it's really good to be here. I'm so happy. It's great that you're an audience. Actually, I'm a little indifferent because I'm not a big fan of people. I mean, I have an ego just kind of like Brock does, and it necessitates your existence. So, hey, how's it going? You son of a bitch. Don't talk about my mama that way. So, you know, I'm not a big fan of people. And I've noticed that as I've gotten older, I've gotten a little bit more grumpy. I turned 35 in January.
Yeah.
And, yeah, right? And the thing is like, as I get older, I seem to be a little bit more like that old man on the lawn that like yells at kids. He's like, come on, kids, you know? Every year he gets a little bit more grumpy. I just hate people. Like, I just hate people in general.
Fuck yes.
Hate is a strong word, though. I dislike them to the point where I wish misfortune upon them. You know, it's not like, I mean, it's not even stuff that, like, it's not people specifically, it's the shit they do. Like, as an example, so I was in a public restroom the other day, and I went in, I'm, you know, draining the lizard or leaking or whatever you want to call it, and this guy kind of strolls in, and he saunters up right next to me, and he sits, and no, he shouldn't sit in the urinal, that would be bad. He actually, he strolls up to the urinal, and he stands right next to me. I'm going to switch microphones. Hello. Oh, yeah. So he strolls right up to me, next to the urinal, and he did it. He broke the cardinal unwritten rule of the one urinal gap. You guys know what I'm talking about, the one urinal gap. When you go to the restroom, you got guy, empty urinal, guy, empty urinal, guy, right? You know, you don't go up to the other urinal and stand next to some guy. It's just not done. And this guy, this lump of shit, he actually stood next to me, and there were 4 urinals open to the left. You had better be pissing blood before you stand next to me at the urinal. Okay, and if you're pissing blood, I recommend this, go to the fucking hospital. Okay, don't stand next to me. And, you know, I think a lot of people just don't have that common courtesy, and many of you are thinking out there, why would they have this unwritten rule and these urinals standing there that people aren't supposed to use? Why would a restaurant pay for a urinal and actually not want people to use it? Well, you know, they could save a little bit of money, but these restaurants are doing a noble thing, because they're doing a service by separating the men from the assholes. Stand next to me. I hope you piss blood. Okay? I also don't like the kids' urinals in restrooms. You see the kids' urinals? How the hell am I supposed to use that? Like, what am I, some weird yoga pose? You gotta squat and lunge? Like, I'm not supposed to use that. And people are like, oh, well, you know, it's for kids. No, it says the men's room. It doesn't say the little boys' room. Little boys are nasty too. They pissing on the floor, pissing on the walls, they pissing everywhere, pissing in the sink. You leave them alone in a stall, they're just writing with finger painting shit on the walls. I mean, literally just writing crap, like literally writing crap, like dirty words, pictures of boobs, red rum, red rum. I've got a solution though. Here's my solution. Kids-only restrooms, right? It gets all those shenanigans away from me. I don't have to deal with any of them. And here's the other thing. There's been a lot of conversation about bathrooms in the last couple of years. It's been like, oh, well, some adult is going to go into a bathroom with one gender and another, and they're going to do something unsavory with a child. Well, kids-only restrooms, kids-only size doors. Fat-ass pedophiles can't squeeze their tubby asses through. And it comes up with a host of other problems you have to worry about, like, you know, children, janitorial staff, and child labor laws, and blah, blah, blah. It's a good idea. Just needs a little work. Now, I hate lots of things. I'm not going to go through a whole laundry list of them, but I'd like to cover a few tonight. There's a new kind of schmuck that I hate. Have you ever been to a big box store, grocery store? What do they have there? They have the little carrying baskets, and they have the pushy carts, right? Well, I think men have some sort of aversion to pushing a cart. I don't know why. It's like it takes and strips away all their masculinity. Like, you can't possibly push a cart, it would make them less of a man. And you might find the occasional male basket swinger, but usually it's an all-you-can-carry type scenario. But now there's a new asshole out there, the one that pulls the cart like it's some sort of like a World War II sidecar to some motorcycle or some shit. There's no reason to do that. It's taking up double wide the space. It's not really functioning well because you have to pull with more energy than you're pushing with two hands, and you garnered the hate of this guy. Why would you possibly do it? The only thing I can think of is they want some plausible deniability that they're using it in the first place. You walk in like, well, I need more shit than I can carry, so I think I'll pull this cart here so that nobody knows that it's mine. And then somebody comes in, it's like, drop it like it's hot, like, that's not mine, I don't even know what that is, it's not even, I was there, and then just run away. I'm picking on guys a little bit here, and I don't want to do that because I'm saying guys don't use carts. I also hate women that pull carts. I'm an equal opportunity hater. It's okay to laugh. Well, hold on, I got one laugh for that one.
Do it in the microphone, just laugh.
Oh my God. Hey, that laugh was bigger. You not laughing was funnier than I was. So I do hate a lot of things. One other thing I really hate, people who talk on their speakerphones, they're walking around the sidewalk, walking through the supermarket and everything. The phone has two ends, one for talkie-talkie, one for listen-listen. Well, nobody cares about this shit in your life. Why are you telling to everybody in the store and I can hear everything? I don't like that. I don't like overzealous salespeople. You walk into a store and you're browsing around and they're like, hi, can I help you? And you're like, no, I'm good, just browsing around. 30 seconds later, hey, is there anything specific I can help you find? No, thank you, I'm doing just okay. 30 seconds later, oh, is there one thing that I can help you with? I will cut you. Leave me the hell alone. Let me pick up my own shit. Here's the thing, these people in these stores, I'm not going to like freaking Gucci and crap. I'm going to like the Came-Apart store, okay? I go there, I'm not working on commission. Do I look like fucking Pretty Woman to you? I might. So, my favorite people in the whole world are those who rarely talk to me and who rarely actually interact with me at all. I had a great neighbor one time. He actually never introduced himself. He never ever talked to me. There was a few negative instances we had with each other. I was coming home and he would wave at me, and then I would turn my head real quick, gun into the garage, and close the door. He learned, and we became really good friends, so we liked him. Talking is really what pisses me off about humans, I think, the most. Because humans say stupid shit, it goes into my brain, it drills in there, it makes me want to do and say bad shit. That's really what happens. And I don't like that. I was standing in a line for an event a couple years ago, and there was this young lady who was just so eloquently idiotic. And the crap that she could fling out of her mouth onto the shit pool was just mind-boggling. And I only wish I had started listening a little bit earlier, because she started the conversation like this. Yeah,
Democrats!
What was that? This guy's my favorite. Everybody get a round of applause for this guy! Now it's my turn, so let me have some. Alright, so she says, and I wish I would have started listening earlier, she said, yeah, so like, I guess an STD can cause it, but I got tested for all of them and I don't have any. Okay, well first off, yes you do. I was sure enough of that, I took a step back so there was an air gap, but not enough so I couldn't hear the diarrhea hanging from her mouth. She keeps going and she's talking about her boyfriend. Her new boyfriend who she's humping, but clearly not getting diseases to. And she says, yeah, I'm like totally living for his hair. Oh, and he's really badass because he has like sleeve tats, and also he's like really smart. He's an IT guy for a public school. Okay, big hair IT guy who has tattoos. Okay, I'm with you. And then she keeps going and she's like, yeah, and you should really see his art. It is so emo. And like, yeah, his band is artsy as fuck. Thank you. Oh, and he also makes his own custom keyboards for computers. Super nerdy, right? Yeah, I mean, you got this hair she's living for, IT guy. It's kind of a weird setup. So I keep listening, I'm curious at this point. She keeps going and she says, yeah, so like, we're like both in the same space. Like we're both completely emotionally unavailable. Longest fucking line of my life. I keep listening and then she says the zinger. She says the best thing that I've ever heard, but it's actually the worst thing. She says, yeah, and he can like go all night long. he like works out all the time and he skateboards, and he said his record is like 5 hours. Bullshit. Just hold on a second. So you're saying to me that your IT public school working emo rocker with a skateboard who would be emotionally unavailable while also having a custom keyboard fetish screwed you for 5 hours straight? Bullshit! Bullshit! It is absolute. Now I'm going to tell you right now, I am not the baseline for longevity in the sack or just sex in general, okay? I'm going to be perfectly honest. In high school, most of my friends were just wishing for a threesome. I was wishing for a twosome, and I ended up with a bunch of handsomes. So yes, I am no sex god. However, I do not believe for 1 second that any human can screw for 5 hours straight. How many of you in here, be honest, how many of you can screw for 5 hours straight? Raise your hand. Raise your hand, anybody else? All right, let's do this. Bullshit, 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 bullshit-ious. It's not possible! It is absolutely not possible. Here's the thing. If I want you to give me your names and phone numbers so we can get together after this, do a little scheduling, and I'm going to let you prove it to me. And this isn't some comedian getting off. This isn't some comedian getting off on watching the audience diddle each other. No, this is science, bitches. Oh, yeah! I'm going to get Guinness Book of World Records, Ripley's Believe It or Not. We're going to record and document that shit. 5 hours, my ass. If you were screwing for 5 hours straight, go to the fucking hospital. Some shit ain't right. Absolutely not right. This is talking about unmedicated as well.
You're doing great, don't mind me.
Hey, thanks so much. So, here's the thing. This is going unmedicated. I can see if you OD'd on some little blue pills, maybe you go for a little bit longer. But this is unmedicated. You're doing this shit all by yourself? Bullshit. It's not possible. So, the thing about, I don't know, where was I here? Brock, thanks for walking in front of me.
Sorry.
That's good. So, the thing is it's not something that's physically possible. I don't think it's something that this lady was actually given. And here's a little secret for all the men in the room, okay? She does not need 5 hours to become disinterested in you, okay? When all the excuses are done.
She does.
When all the excuses are done. When, oh, I have a headache. Oh, you'll mess up my hair. Oh, I'm not feeling well. When all of that's done, and you have consent to proceed, when all of that's done, the first thought in her head is not, oh, I hope this lasts 5 hours. She has got shit to do. And ladies, little secret for you as well. If you are really yearning for that one night of passion, if you're waiting for some 5-hour festive effing, if you're waiting for this and you find a stallion, you find some emo rock nerd computer fetish skateboarder, and he is banging you and rocking your world for 5 hours. Here's the secret. He's not that fucking into you. It does not take a man 5 hours. Here's the formula. A little bit of horny, which guys are all the time, and a little bit of friction. Done. The next time that you get to the hour mark, and for every hour after that, I want you to do me a favor. I want you to reposition your pillow so you don't get a concussion in the head or bang your head. And I want you to think to yourself, oh my gosh, why isn't he done yet? 5 hours, my ass. Thank you. I'm not saying that this is more difficult for me than Rock, but I am fatter, so it is much hotter up here. So, you know, guys actually don't have that many moves. They kind of are similar to like dance moves for guys. We have like the, you know, sex and dance moves are pretty much identical. So, for instance, like the 7th grade awkward, like, how are you? Like, and that's kind of like the sex for the guy when they first start. And then they move on and you get a little bit more sensual, but it's pretty tried and true. You get more of a slow dance going. And then you have a couple zingers you pull out at weddings and special occasions. That's about it. Sex used to be simple. Used to be really simple. Pokey, 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 baby. That's it. Straightforward. And then all of a sudden, people started adding stuff. They're like, oh, I know, let's add role playing. Let's put toys in the mix. Let's have 1,000 different positions to use. 99% of those positions are no work for the man. Absolutely no work. It's like handing a woman a yoga book and saying, alrighty, we're going to start here. Turn to page 13, please, the downward facing dog. In position? Pokey, pokey, pokey. Okay. Let's take a little break while you reposition. I'm about a fourth of the way there, so let's see. Page 57, the firefly pose. Alrighty. In position? Pokey, pokey, pokey. Whoops. When I say a fourth of the way there, a little premature. It's just no work for men. Here's the thing about the firefly pose. You should Google it right now. This is an interactive portion of the show. Pull out your phone and Google yoga firefly pose. Makes that whole thing really funny. So, what was that?
Oh, we have a yoga instructor in the front row.
Oh, can you come up and show us the firefly? I will never touch. No. I will not be tempted to pokey. I refuse. Now here's the thing. You can. The world has become.
One-time offer.
The world has become a lot more vulgar as we've gone along. I mean, things have gotten a little bit more crude since I was a kid. And an example of this, we usually play games at my house around the holiday time. And there was a new game that I heard about. Oh boy, this is going to be a fun game. Everybody was telling me you should get this. It's going to be great fun for everybody. So without doing much research, I bought Cards Against Humanity. And I bought it over for Thanksgiving. And you never forget the night. You never forget the night that your mom says, "What's squeaking?" I go, "Nothing, Mom. It's nothing." "Oh, okay. What's magma?" "Nothing, Mom. Just forget about it." "What's pixelated bukkake?" "Google it, Mom." Google it. I hope she didn't Google it, but I kind of hope she did. I mean, well, you can find anything on Google. Google is great. I don't care about data privacy. I don't care about people stealing your crap or whether Google's a good or bad company. I love Google. Google is like the woman I would marry. And then there's Amazon. Amazon's like my fucking mistress. I love Amazon. I don't care. I don't care with Amazon how long it takes you to get your shit. Hey, you know one of the things I like to order on Amazon? Ribbed for her pleasure condoms. It's a little bit, hear me out here, guys. This is a little, girls' earmuffs, cover your ears. So, when you're laying in bed, you're waiting for the nookie to proceed, you're waiting to get a little action, and you think about that ribbed for her pleasure thing, turn that shit inside out. Am I right? I don't care how long an Amazon employee takes to get over their break, I don't care if they piss themselves, give me my ribbed condoms in 2 days or less! 2 days or less. I do love Amazon. You should see me, talk about vulgar, see me shop on Amazon like, "Oh yeah, tell me your daily deal. I'll click on that. Ooh, one click buy. Subscribe and save, subscribe and save! Just pants around my ankles, just chopping as fast as I can. Yeah, it is really raunchy. So I've been buying some other stuff on Amazon lately. I've been doing a little bit of the low-carb keto diet, and so I've been ordering more food online. I've lost 50 pounds, by the way, so... but it still gives me the room for my pregnant belly. And I actually... He knows what I'm talking about. I'm thinking of another idea here, kind of like the kids-only bathrooms. What about Josh Nichols' maternity classes? Right? There's a lot of women out there who get first-time pregnant and they don't know what the fuck to do with that. They don't know how to stand so they don't hurt their back. They don't know how to, pick shit up with a being will get back. They don't know how to get out the toilet. They don't know how to piss in a kid's urinal. And there's this whole shit they don't know how to do. I could show them in addition to all the other classes. I think it's a good idea, but maybe you don't. So one other thing that actually reminds me of this pregnancy thing is one other thing that I hate. The last hate I'll tell you about tonight because we want to have a good show and have fun time and happiness. But one hate is when a woman has a baby. She has a child and then everyone on the planet decides to tell me a bunch of useless shit about the little fuck. They decide they're going to tell me everything. Oh, it's a bouncing baby boy. Little Eugene Nathaniel Eastonson III. Oh, he was 7 pounds, 8 ounces, 19 inches long. He has a full head of hair. Mommy was in labor for 14 hours. And boy, mommy, daddy, and baby are doing just fine. Who gives a shit? Here's what I want to know about a baby. 1, is it alive and healthy? 2, that's fucking it. There's nothing else that's important. There is nothing else. me that is important there. 7 pounds, 8 ounces. Fuck the world shipping. Counterweight, counterweight. Oh, he's got a bull head of hair. Don't poke his soft spot when maybe it's for his haircut. I don't know what do you want me to do with this information? My girlfriend asks me it all the time. She's like, oh, well, what am I, oh, you know, you didn't ask any questions about, you know, it's important and you should care. And I'm like, it's not important and I don't care. And frankly, if it was important, you would put that shit on your Christmas card every year. Vital stats. Oh, daddy's balding. Little Billy is 5 years old now. 1 year since the last year, if you can fucking add, you idiot. And then, you know what? Mommy gained 18 pounds. And you can see mommy and daddy in the picture. They're not really happy because she hasn't shed the weight in 4 years, and she really needs to work out and do yoga more. You know what I'm talking about. And finally, it is just creepy. How many of you asked those questions? How many of you asked the, like, how much the baby weighed and all that kind of stuff? How many? Just show your hands. None of you? I love you all. You're my best friends. I love you, man. Good night. No, I'm just kidding. Here's the thing. These questions, I know you ask in your heart. You just don't want to do it because I've been ripping on it. These questions are creepy as shit. Hey, how long were you in labor for? That's creepy as shit. Hey, how's little Sally doing? How old is she? How much does she weigh? What the frick? Hey, how's little Billy doing? What's his length? How's the hair coming in? No, stop that shit. Just quit asking those questions. All you need to do is call them up once a year. Hey, kids ain't dead yet. Goodbye, click. Thanks, everybody. Thank you so much. I'll be back.
I love this man. Wait, everyone, watch this. Watch. Josh, I need your Gilbert Gottfried impression right now. Everyone shut up.
Does anyone know who Gilbert Gottfried is? I don't think it's that good, but Brock does. Have you ever seen Brock Anderson's comedy act? I've come to one thing. I tried to imitate the act form. And the best impersonation I can come up with is I take off my pants, I stand on my head, I draw one eyeball on each ass cheek, and then I fling diarrhea into the microphone. It's a pretty good lesson.
I know how to pick up.
Every time I do one of these comedy shows, I try to find someone who has never done comedy before, give them a mic and see what happens. Which is what I'm going to do now. Everyone, please give it up for the lovable Emily Zastoupil.
About time you hand over this microphone. So, first-time comedian, long-time heckler, but if anybody in Dickinson who knows me at all, I'm pretty much the person that you can't get to stop talking in the first place. So let's just hand me a microphone and hand me a beat. See what happens. Never know. I'm really into astrology. Is anyone here into astrology? Yeah, you like that shit? So my favorite part about astrology is you can pretty much just blame all of your life's problems, all of your bullshit on the stars. Just like, oh, I'm fighting with my sister right now. I guess that's just because Mercury's in frickin' Gatorade or some shit like that. Just gonna go hide in the basement for a couple weeks, come back out later. I'll be fine, right? Hopefully. Another thing, if you guys have me on Snapchat, I'm just madly obsessed with the squirrels in my backyard. They're so cute. They have like the squirrels of their lives thing kind of going on right now. And when I first moved in, I thought there was 2 males in my backyard. It turns out it's not. And they had babies this last summer, and they're so cute. I feed them peanuts from the 3rd floor of my balcony of my apartment. And I steal them from my old job, you know, the one where you get to like throw stuff on the floor, feel really extra important, stuff like that. Yeah, that one. Anyway, that one. So I was talking to a neighbor from downstairs the other day, and he says, "Yeah, hey, are you the girl from upstairs that feeds the squirrels peanuts?" And I was like, oh, yeah, "Yes, I am. Thank you so much for asking. Just proud mother over here. And he's like, no, I'm the guy from downstairs. I feed them corn so that they'll have much more balanced diet. And I was like, are you calling my squirrels fat? Like, excuse me? I mean, like, I'm not like a mom per se, but like moms out there, like, I was pissed. Like, how would you guys feel? Like, this guy doesn't know what he's talking about. Obviously you guys want to know more about my personal life. I have a dog as well. She's awesome. Does anyone like dogs? Awesome. Moving on. Another part of my personal life is my boyfriend loves sleep talking. I don't know if he loves it. It's something he does. He can't really help it. One day we were binge watching Game of Thrones. He just wakes up and he goes, "Is that that's Peter Dwarfwell, right?" And I was like, no. He just kind of scratched his head and he goes, "Oh, sorry, I forgot his name." And I was like, "Honey, how would you assume that it's... Got it! How would you assume that it's just Peter Dwarfwell? It's our first inclination." And I said sorry to my dad when he first got here for this next joke, but another thing he says in his sleep, he used to do this when he first started dating. He would just wake up randomly and just be like, "Oh, babe, do you want to suck my dick really quick?" I was like, no, I don't. I mean, not really quick. What are you getting at here? He's, "Oh, okay, fine." And he just rolls back over and goes to sleep. I'm just sitting there, I'm just like, "Are you really sleeping right now? Like, what's going on here? Like, I don't think that you're sleeping. Is this like you?" I'm just, like, I guess branching back to how men are fucking creepy. But, he's not creepy, I promise you, he was sleeping. I tested it out. I think it's a show here. Brock's glaring at me like I'm not supposed to be here because technically, I mean, it was last minute. I wasn't supposed to be here. I'm sorry, guys.
Emily, everybody! First time ever. Here, this is yours. Now, Josh likes to give me shit because sometimes my humor's a little bit dark. Sometimes people don't laugh. So, I want everyone to know Brock is relatable and fun. We're just going to keep that in mind moving forward, okay? Some of you might be thinking, I paid $10 for this shit, and I have 2 words for you. Neener, neener. Others may be thinking, this is great. I would gladly pay more than $10 for a show like this. And you know what? We're going to give you that chance. This is the money bucket. Now, I'm not going to bullshit you. I'm not going to say this is for a good cause or whatever. I just want more of your money. Emily? Now, I've prepared some fun and relatable jokes that will get you guys to open up your wallets, I promise. I got engaged to a childhood sweetheart. I mean, she was a child. I was 32. Guys, Brock is relatable and fun. You've already forgotten that. I always ignore Amber Alerts. I mean, why would I need to receive a text telling me the description of the vehicle I'm driving? Doesn't it suck when you move out of your childhood home and your parents turned your old cage into a guest cage? It was only after my girlfriend moved in that we realized just how allergic to cats she was. Now I loved my cat, Kitty Gaga, but her very existence made my girlfriend's life miserable. So one day the 3 of us had to go to the vet to put Kitty Gaga down, is what we told my girlfriend. Now, Kitty Gaga was a great cat, but she was no help when it came to bearing a body. I'm actually not going to do that one. You guys really aren't going to like that. You haven't earned it.
While you're there.
Money in the money bucket. All right, this one's funny, guys. It's a little bit of a thinker. All right. I just wish Felicia would leave already. Let the people put the money in the bucket. Relatable and fun. This isn't as hard as I thought. One time my dad told me he was proud of me, and I responded with, "That's not what your mom said last night." And it's true. Grandma never liked me very much. Alright, just jokes that everyone can relate to. I can do this, I can do this. How many of you guys have ever done this? You get in your car, you're in a hurry, the car starts beeping at you because you haven't put your seatbelt on, but you think, not today, I'm just going to wait it out. This car's not going to tell me what to do. I'm in a hurry, just a short way to go. Like, no, not going to put my seatbelt on. Anyone ever do that?
I don't drive a Jeep.
Anyone ever do that? Am I the only one? Yeah, that's right. That's how my brother died. Does anyone know what a life hack is? Yeah? All right, go out, get these 4 items. A child's car seat, a flower, a cross, and a picture of a child. Any child. Your child, someone else's child, just a picture of a child, that's it. Now take the flower, the cross, the picture of the child, place them in the child's car seat. Now take the child's car seat and place it in your car. Congratulations. You will never get written another speeding ticket again. Money in the bucket, everybody. Money in the bucket.
Oh, God.
If this wasn't such an expensive microphone, I would fucking spike this thing after that one. Josh, let's get more money in the bucket. Get up here. We're gonna keep coming around with that bucket. We're gonna.
What was I gonna tap on? Okay, so anyway, guys walk into like a strip club and it's got the techno music, so it's like and the stripper comes up and he's like, and you know, hey, how you doing, baby? She's like, hi, how are you? My name is Candy. And he's like, yeah, you're pretty hot, Candy. She's like, oh, thank you so much. You want to go somewhere a little bit more private? Yeah, that'd be great. $40, please. Oh, because you're a stripper. I thought we were picking. I've often thought to myself, could I be a stripper? I'm glad you think so. I need a volunteer. think? Maybe good? Alright, you can cut the music.
Now, before we started doing this show, Josh and I didn't know each other. I only knew him by reputation. So if you don't mind, we just want to take some time to really have a deep chat. Just to get to know each other a little bit better, with your help. So if you guys don't mind, we're just gonna have a nice little fireside, get to know you, a deep conversation, you know.
You know, Brock, I remember the first time we met, I wasn't really sure about you. You have a different kind of brand of humor, you have a different personality. I remember the first thing that you ever said to me. It was just interesting. You said, you know, breakfast at the Paragon after a night out. And I said, bitch, you're on.
That is my motto. It's actually on my family crest. You know, it's just it's a tradition, really. It's like my dad would always tell me. He would say, premature ejaculation. And I believed him.
It's a problem that's come all too soon. Every time that I've gone a little too soon, I try to explain myself because society says it's wrong and women think that's not right. And I try to explain myself and I plead my case and I say, woman, hiring a prostitute. That is maybe what we should do to remedy the situation because you clearly can't do it for me. Or something.
Wise words. Wise words. Hey, you're in a safe space. It's okay.
I don't feel safe.
Whenever I'm feeling that way, you know what I do?
What?
I go to the mirror and I tell myself, accidental anal.
You know what? I've never had that problem. But I'll tell you that elusive fucking belly button every time.
Hey, it's okay.
I'm like, she's new! No, it's resistance, but it's not the right
Look at me. Look at me. Safe space. Safe space. Now, let's start over. Tell me about growing up.
Oh.
What was
growing up
what was young Josh like?
Well, young Josh, if I could sum it up in a succinct amount of words, it would be lift ride home from the rock. That's how I was conceived. That's how I was born. That's how I'll die.
Thank you, awesome.
Growing up isn't easy.
The rock.
Growing up is not easy. It isn't. You know what? I don't...
That's Tori's new motto. You're welcome.
Hey, leave Tori out of this.
I try for the most part.
We all know Tori was a bully, and I don't like to admit this, but I got bullied a lot growing up. I know kids can be really mean on the playground. They would yell at me. They would say, trying on bras at Victoria's Secret. And that shit stuck with me. And I guess you never really recover.
No, that was like my childhood, because see, I grew up with a lot of women in the house. I didn't have any testosterone, and thus all the estrogen manifested itself into my breasts. So trying on bras was a necessity. It wasn't a fun option for me. But a little lace never hurt anybody. I'm just saying.
Hey, I don't appreciate that. That was a tough time in my life.
I'm sorry, dude.
It's okay. We joke so we can heal.
Later.
Tell me more. What was family life like?
Oh, family life. Well, again,
at the Nichols
I grew up in the South, so it was a lot of banjos and incest. My family can attest to this. They're over there. But you know.
You can say it. It's fine. It's fine.
Oh, I just got this memory coming back to me about a back alley abortion. What is this all about? I don't know.
Sexy.
Brock, let's get off of me for a moment.
Okay.
We're on me.
Hey, ask me anything. I'm an open book.
Brock, tell me about your first time with a woman.
Okay, well, I don't like to kiss and tell, but she leaned over and she whispered in my ear, she said, handwriting, guys. She whispered, visiting your in-laws.
You are a pimp!
She was kinky like that.
Shit! Hey. Art imitates reality. Bullshit! $5, my ass.
I always hit it out of the park with in-laws. Ask anyone.
And see, my girlfriend, we're not married, so we don't have in-laws. And when, I would maybe like to get married someday, but every time I ask my girl's hand, she says to me, the men's room at the Rock, it's the friendliest bathroom.
That's where you guys met, right?
Well, no, that's where she met, not me, but many others. Apparently.
She's a very nice lady. But listen, all I know is last time I was in the men's room at the Rock, a guy leaned over and this is what he said. Being fondled at karaoke.
Am I right? Am I right?
And still to this day, I don't know if that was a cry for help or an offer. Either way, I accepted.
I don't care what that bitch had to say, because you know what? You wouldn't be able to hear him if he had the 1 urinal gap.
Hey, this is the Rock. Magical things happen.
I love how you can cram 8 people into one bathroom and using 1 urinal. It's just, it's kind of like an orgy of piss.
You know, I asked Tori about that, and this is what he said: religion. So I don't know. I guess Tori has he worships some higher power of kissing next to other men. I mean, his words, not mine.
Hey, you know what, Tori? I just want to say thank you for being here. I mean, Tori and I go way back. I mean, we met, I don't know, probably, 10 years ago, and he's always been a good guy to me. He's always been nice to me. The first day we met, at the very, very end of the night, he said to me, worst first date.
That's what we love about Tori.
I strive for that.
He's always trying to improve things. He's always making things better. He's taking a bad situation and he says, your mother was a hamster and your father smelled of elderberries. He wasn't wrong.
That's my favorite porno. You know, Brock, I know that we've been here a while, and I just want to leave, if I could leave the audience with one final thing that I would say about you, to sum up our friendship, to sum up the time we spent together today.
Oh, this conversation is nowhere near over. We're killing it right now.
What I would say to you, without ending it and just talking normally, because you're on the show, and I'm subservient to you, what I'd say to you is a cashier's thoughts while working in a porn shop. What would those be?
I'll tell you. Abortion again, guys? Seriously. I'll tell you what that would be. It would be... Can't read it? Listen, hold on. It's on the tip of my tongue, and that is... FarmersOnly.com. I always pegged you as more of a J-date guy.
You know, my favorite kind of dates, I would say that those are bad one-night stand with a Lyft driver. Conception, birth, death, and a little bit of frisky. Thank you. Do we have Lyft? Okay, I don't know. I just walk around the dark alleys hoping for the best.
Listen, if you can't find a Lyft driver, just call the Clap. That's, I mean...
What was that?
Listen, we're getting off topic. We're trying to get to know Josh here, so... Josh, tell me about your best childhood memory.
Whoopee! I don't know. Oh!
Sounds like fun.
Oppa! It's with an E! Whoop! Whoop! Premature! Oh, that's the North Dakota thing! Whoop! 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 I had that problem. I have to say "oop" all the time. See, I didn't want to talk about the exact specifications of my penis here tonight, but it is so small that things don't have time to cool off, so sometimes it burns. And I say, "Oh." Let me call you a lift. Rock. What was the nicest thing anyone's ever said to you?
I'll tell you right now. Should we eat Chinese or go to the porn shop?
Is there a difference?
Sometimes no. Not if you go to the right Chinese place and or the right porn shop.
General Sounds with a happy ending.
Tell me what your, do you have any weird porn fetishes?
Weird porn fetishes? Oh, do I? Running into an old classmate in a porn shop. What the fuck is wrong with you? What the shit? I only have one porn shop story. I went in, guys were going into a porn room. Every time they went in, there was a ding. They went in, ding. They went in, ding, and when they came out, there was only one ding.
I'm hot and bothered. I don't know about you guys.
It's the sweater.
It's the sweater.
I just...
Listen, whenever I run into an old friend at a porn shop, I just tell them flat out, a wet dream.
I never liked wet dreams. I go in dry. Nothing. It only hurts the first time. Or something. The translator.
Are you okay?
I tried to end it 7 minutes ago and you told me no!
Listen, it's my name on the ticket. I make the rules, and my #1 rule is I like big butts, and I can't lie.
Anaconda does one, so. Now, Brock, your name may be on the ticket, but my name is in all of their hearts. And their hearts are saying, yeah! Thank you. And their hearts are saying to you, I can't say that word.
Tell us.
Their hearts are saying,
You have to.
the apples to apples trump card, the Helen Keller card. That's how you told me to read it. I didn't want to.
I think you misread some hearts here.
I didn't make no.
I mean,
This is like the queefing and pixelated Bukkake.
look at this guy. Look at the look on his face. You can tell he's just thinking boats and hoes. It's just all over his face. Sadie, you remember what you told me last night? You said, I open mouth kissed a horse once. Hey, this is a safe space. A safe space.
I open mouth kissed a horse.
I'm gonna give you one more chance at that.
I open mouth kissed a horse once, but he had no teeth. And then he turned around.
And he probably said this.
And he said, Neither, well, you're lost. That's what it says.
I know that horse.
If you don't like the jokes, you wrote them.
He's right. This one is on you guys. All right. So, I feel like this has been productive. I feel like we really got a lot of stuff out. And in summation, I guess I just want you to know, Josh, listen to your mother.
Pixelated Bukkake.
Deep conversation had, everyone.
Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for coming out tonight. I'm done. You can listen to more.
Listen, thank you all so much. Thank you, Vlad. Thank you, Tori. Thank you, everyone. Really. Buy more booze. Come to the next comedy show. I love you all so much. Take care. Have a good night, everyone. Okay?
This is how we do it where I come from. I come from. And the sounds, what escapes